In exploring the love stories of Edward, a British monarch often associated with romantic controversies, we first set the scene by understanding the socio-political landscape of his time and the inherent complexities of his love interests. Edward, most notably Edward VIII, ascended to the throne in 1936, a period marked by intense societal and political pressure. His romantic connections were not merely personal, but were scrutinized through the lens of royal protocol and societal norms, adding layers of complexity to his relationships. His infamous liaison with Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee, challenged the established norms and highlighted the oppressive structures that governed royal relationships. This introduction is crucial as it grounds the audience in the time's historical and social context, revealing how love and governance intertwined, often contentiously, within the royal framework. The story of Edward VIII's abdication for Wallis Simpson is emblematic of the period's clash between personal desires and royal duty. This incident underscores the oppressive nature of royal obligations, where love stories could have significant political ramifications. Edward's decision to prioritize personal happiness over royal expectations offers a direct confrontation with the rigid conventions of the monarchy, suggesting a form of rebellion against traditional regal oppression. Historically, the monarchy faced scrutiny and pressure to maintain an image of moral and imperial authority. Edward's love stories expose the vulnerabilities and personal struggles behind the royal facade. Critics and historians often debate whether Edward's actions were selfish and irresponsible or a brave stand against an outdated institution. Supporters argue that his choice humanized the monarchy, while detractors stress the potential destabilizing effects on an empire during the interwar period. This focus on Edward's romantic choices not only highlights the personal aspect of royal life, but also underscores the broader implications these stories had on monarchy as a symbol of stability and continuity. It challenges the romanticized notion of royal life by showcasing the personal sacrifices and societal pressures faced by those within the royal sphere. The challenges associated with Edward's love life are manifold. They include controversies surrounding the legitimacy of his decisions, the scandalous nature of his relationship with Wallis Simpson, and the constitutional crisis it engendered. This narrative influences the main topic by demonstrating how personal love stories can prompt systemic change or reinforce existing ideologies within royal structures, thereby unraveling deeper mysteries of royal oppression. These complexities ensure that Edward's story remains a significant study in the ongoing discourse about the intersection of love, duty, and societal expectations. The concept of the royals and their forbidden romances, historical background, revolves around the often tumultuous love affairs of royal figures, where the desire for personal affection clashes with dynastic and political expectations. In royal circles, marriages have traditionally served as extensions of political strategy and alliances, rather than merely personal unions, making love outside these boundaries forbidden. This facet forms a critical aspect of exploring Edward's forbidden love stories, as it sets the backdrop against which these individual tales of romance unfold, highlighting the tension between individual desires and royal duty. The significance of examining historical forbidden romances lies in understanding how these narratives have shaped both personal trajectories and broader political landscapes. These affairs often challenged societal norms and provoked public intrigue and scandal, reflecting the evolving boundaries of societal norms and morality. For instance, the storied romance of King Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson in the 1930s exemplifies a royal love affair that defied convention. Edward's insistence on marrying Wallis, an American divorcee, led to his abdication, illustrating the profound personal and political consequences of defying royal protocol. Another example is the romantic liaisons of Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles, which initially sparked controversy due to its acknowledged adultery elements. Over time, public perception shifted, and their union gained acceptance, reflecting changing societal attitudes toward love and marriage. These stories underscore the risks and sacrifices involved in royal affairs, illuminating the pressures faced by those who dare to love across the lines drawn by tradition and public expectation. Opinions vary on these matters. Some view these romances as acts of bravery in the face of oppressive structures, a testament to the power of love. Others criticize them as irresponsible, undermining the stability and image of the monarchy. Criticism aside, these forbidden romances have incited discussions on personal freedom, the role of tradition, and modernity in the royal ecosystem. Controversies often arise from these unions due to their perceived threat to the continuity and integrity of the monarchy. Balancing public duty with private emotion remains a challenge for royals, and these bouts with controversy often lead to debate about the relevance of monarchy itself. Yet these stories also connect deeply with the broader narrative of Edward's forbidden love stories, acting as dramatic illustrations of the oppressive forces at play and challenging the audience to reflect on the cost of truly following one's heart within a world of strict protocol and expectation. These elements open doors to understanding the emotional undercurrents that define the royal saga, making them an indispensable thread in unraveling the mystery of royal oppression. The heading, Edward's Notorious Love Affairs, A Closer Examination, delves into the intricate romantic entanglements of a royal figure named Edward, whose relationships often transcended the conventional boundaries set by societal and royal expectations. The concept revolves around the intriguing and often controversial love affairs of Edward, which hold significant historical implications due to their potential to challenge the established norms of royal conduct and provoke broader social and political consequences. These affairs are not merely personal indiscretions, but are emblematic of the theme of Edward's forbidden love stories, serving as compelling examples of how personal desires clash with institutional constraints. The significance of examining these love affairs lies in their ability to illuminate the tension between personal freedom and royal duty. Edward's relationships are a lens through which we understand the broader societal pressures of the time, reflecting how love and passion can disrupt the rigid structures of royal obligation and societal expectation. Such stories of forbidden love are not just romantic tales, they are reflections of the oppressive royal protocols that intended to preserve the monarchy's unblemished image while stifling personal expression. Historically, the romance between King Edward VIII of the United Kingdom and Wallis Simpson, a twice-divorced American socialite, serves as a quintessential example. Their relationship eventually led to Edward's abdication in 1936, highlighting the conflict between his personal desires and the demands of his royal role. Similarly, Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, has had his share of affairs that drew public attention, illustrating how personal relationships within the royal family can capture public fascination and elicit media scrutiny. Supportive opinions suggest that Edward's determination to follow his heart demonstrates a commendable sense of individual autonomy, challenging the oppressive constraints of royal life. However, this perspective is not without controversy. Critics argue that such actions can compromise the integrity and stability of the monarchy, creating a rift between personal choices and public duty. These love affairs are interconnected with the larger theme of royal oppression, illustrating how personal rebellion can be a form of resistance against institutional constraints. They influence perceptions of the monarchy and contribute to the ongoing dialogue about the balance between personal desires and public responsibilities. This not only emphasizes the personal sacrifices made by those within the royal circle, but also prompts discussions about the evolving nature of royal obligations in modern society. The phrase social and political repercussions, the impact of royal oppression, refers to the societal and governmental consequences that arise from oppressive actions and attitudes within a royal institution. These repercussions can manifest in various aspects of life, influencing both personal relationships and broader societal structures. In the context of Edward's forbidden love stories, this concept is crucial as it underscores how regal constraints and expectations shape the dynamics of Edward's romantic entanglements, highlighting a persistent theme of conflict between personal desires and institutional duties. Examining the significance of this point requires delving into history and literature, where royal oppression often led to strained personal relationships and wider societal implications. For instance, King Edward VIII's abdication due to his relationship with Wallis Simpson exemplifies the social and political upheaval that can occur when royal figures challenge traditional expectations. This real-world scenario illustrates how personal choices of a royal can lead to major constitutional crises, altering the monarchy's role both internally and in the eyes of its subjects. Another example can be drawn from the scandalous liaisons portrayed in historical fiction, where the personal lives of rulers are depicted as battles against societal constraints. These stories often reflect broader themes of class struggle and the tension between autonomy and obligation, making them relatable to audiences beyond the royal sphere. Many opinions support the notion that the royal oppression of personal choices has destabilized monarchies by imposing outdated norms, thus stifling individual freedom. Critics often argue that such traditions maintain power structures that are at odds with contemporary progressive values, highlighting a need for reform. However, there are controversies and challenges associated with this view. Some argue that the monarchy's restrictions are necessary to uphold tradition and national identity, creating a tricky balance between progress and preservation. Furthermore, the romanticization of royal defiance in media can oversimplify the complex socio-political realities involved, often causing public discourse to lean towards sensationalism rather than nuanced understanding. This point seamlessly connects to other facets of Edward's love stories by emphasizing the personal struggle faced against a background of royal obligations. It serves as a detailed illustration of how individual lives are intertwined with broader institutional pressures, shedding light on the risks and rewards of challenging royal norms. In unraveling these layers of complexity, audiences gain a deeper understanding of the intersection between personal choice and societal expectation, a tension that continues to resonate in modern discussions about tradition, authority, and love.